wanted to explain to you guys a little bit about my thought process on how I'm going to try to spawn these wild Pterophyllum Altum angelfish that were collected from Rio Ventuari. If you guys can remember, if you've been following me, that there were 13 fish in this tank. And right now, I am down to 8 fish. And what happened is I thought there were some fish in this tank that weren't quite like the others. So the ones I would consider the Ventuari fish, or at least the fish are all the same, they have these amazing green colors in their forehead. So they got the red spots and they got the green and the metallic blues. So these are the fish that I isolated that I consider to be the same. And the ones that I removed were possibly other fish from different catch locations that the exporter had mixed in. So I went ahead and did the deed, and I separated to these fish to what I thought were fish that at least came from all the same location. I have a technique and I have a normal breeding setup. And the normal breeding setup on how I make these pairs in these tanks is usually I put 4 or 5 of the biggest, best looking fish together, and 2 of them will choose each other and they start fighting the other ones away. And the ones that are going to be remaining are going to be the pairs that I work with. So this is the type of breeding setup that I normally use. And you can see I got quite a few of them in here. These are a Rio Ventuari pair. Here's a second Rio Ventuari pair. But right now I'm pretty low on tanks. The tanks that I can possibly do this kind of work in. So I'm going to try to breed the Ventuari fish in the tank that they're in now. This tank is 7 feet long, 24 inches front to back, 31 and 32 inches high. When I first started spawning Pterophyllum Altum angelfish, it actually happened first in 2019. It happened in this tank right here. So I know that this is possible, and what happened with the time before was a pair, they paired up on one side and they defended, and they chased all the fish to the other side. And after they spawned, I didn't really have a problem with aggression until the eggs were born. So how I'm going to handle that if this happens in here, which I hope it will, is on these lift tubes for my sponges, I went ahead and put the spawning structures there. And these PVC spawning structures, they almost always spawn on those. So, but even if they didn't, let's just say they spawn on a piece of wood, I mean, I'll just hack that off. If they spawn on this siphon drain, you know, I'll cut that off. But my plan is to just let these fish spawn. They have enough space in this tank that they can shoo the other fish away 4 feet. We get the spawn, we pull the eggs out, and then we just raise them artificially. Normally what people would do is what you see is the fish breed in the display tank, and then they're going to try to take those fish out and put them in another tank. What I notice sometimes with Altum angelfish is that there is a lot of techniques to even the position and setups of the spawning tanks. And there are tanks in my home that I found were proven positions. If you have the pair, sometimes moving that pair, it's not going to work. They might have spawned in your main tank, and then all of a sudden you're going to put them into this into a special spawning tank. They might not spawn anymore. So this is going to solve all those problems. As you can see, the fish feel really comfortable in this tank, and I'm going to keep you guys updated as soon as I see some action, and hopefully we can document the whole thing. I thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support. The best ways to support me, you know, I produce really beautiful, healthy Altum angelfish for the aquarium hobby here in the United States. You can find the best Altums at www.shoreline-aquatics.com. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel for the best Altum content out there. And I hope to keep it coming. And hopefully there's going to be some updates on these in the not too distant future.